Welcome to the swiping nightmare, which turns out okay in the end, thank goodness. So our white is down and we're ready to go, and we're layering our metallic paints that we made up a few days ago. The description or the link to those that quick video is in the box, the description box below. So here we go, layering them down, a brown umber, a gold and a nice cobalt blue, all in metallics. And the idea now is to do a one swipe move with great success, and that will be it. One of those kind of quick and easy pours where less is more. And I really am on track for a gorgeous looking pour here until now. See that? Oh, you have no idea how much that jolted me. But look at those cells coming through, how fast they were coming up. But no. I'm not going to let this evolve. I'm going to keep on working it now. I add more paint, more cobalt, more brown umber, and I decide I'm going to swipe with gold and really push the limits of all of these paints together. I'm trying to integrate that mistake into the composition and only make things worse. Now, on my watch back, I can see that it's probably not as bad as how I felt at the time, but gee, that drizzle in the corner, the initial drizzle, was really poor and threw me off, causing me to make unthought through mistakes like this now. What the heck am I doing? Adding gold all the way up to the clear white negative space? I'd lost the plot. But still, down goes more paint and out comes more waxed paper, because we're going to swipe and swipe until we get it right, according to Miss Magatha Sparkle. And no, that didn't help. But once again, I can tell you that looking upon it in reflection, it doesn't look as bad as I was experiencing it. This little moment here of just swiping the gold over the white was a good idea, but not for this creation. It needed that solid white up there to counterbalance the really busy areas. So it's not working. And I'm standing there going, what have I done? Oh my goodness. Oh, well, since I've done that, let's do some more. So we swipe again. And at this point, I'm just not really sure what I'm thinking. And I can tell you, when I look at this now, I think it's not too bad. But I'm totally dissatisfied and decide that I'm just going to see what happens when I blow some paint. Didn't like that. So now I decide that I'm going to stretch some of the paint out. And it's through this motion of stretching out the paint that I realise there's just way too much paint on that canvas anyway for a good solid dry. When I was looking closer at the cells at this point, some of them were starting to collapse in. So I was really pleased that I got to the point of this discovery, and I did tilt quite a bit of this paint off the substrate, and it allowed me for a good final finish, which comes any moment now. So this video is actually 5 minutes long and it's times 4. So this whole process was about 20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. I have cut a few bits out. And it was incredibly frustrating. Now at this point, I'm relieved that there's less paint on the board, but absolutely hating it, and I'm coming in for the last hurrah. I'm leveling my paint into the middle, getting a huge bit of wax paper ready for the last swipe of the day. I know that this is it. I'm pushing the paint to its limits. So I'm folding it, I'm getting myself mentally prepared, and I do a pretty good job. That first part's a bit icky, but nothing that a bit of touch-up won't fix. I'm really, really happy with that. Comparatively, this could have really gone to poo. And I think I got away with not letting it be too muddy just. And I'm really interested to show you how this looks in a couple of days when it's dried. Hopefully the metallic effects will really be something to look at. And I like the pebbly kind of look. You know, it's like a bit of sand wash. And yeah, it'll be just interesting to see how it went. So I'd love you to tell me how much you've pushed your paint and when you've kept going when you should have stopped. This was a great example of that. But gee, I wished I'd never done those first little mistakes that threw me off completely. Still, a fair outcome. Hooray! Thanks if you're still watching. That was a massive talk. Oh.